If you're like me and you struggle to be productive and organized, I'm sure that just like me, you appreciate whenever there's a tool or app that helps you go through your day in a more easier, fluent way, just by organizing your daily tasks or simply having something where you can write down new ideas and check the box whenever you've finished materializing your ideas. To me, my tool of choice is the iPad Air M2. And not only does it help me when trying to be productive and more organized, but it also comes in clutch when it comes to entertainment and distracting yourself from the stress of daily tasks. What's up, guys? So before we started with the video, I wanted to say thank you to each and every one of you for helping me get to 1,000 views on my channel. I know it seems like it is not a lot, but honestly it's pretty motivating and it motivates me a lot to continue creating content for this YouTube channel. So thank you very much, and if you find these videos entertaining or useful, I hope you consider subscribing to this channel. So today we're going to be talking about the iPad Air M2 and how it can help you keep your day organized and be more productive through the day. So this is the iPad Air M2. It's the 11-inch version, and if you haven't watched it, I already have a video where I talk about this device and why I think it's a great device if you're considering getting a new tablet. So if you're interested in that, you can go to my channel and you can give it a look. But as I said, this video is about productivity and organization and how this device can help you achieve goals in terms of those two things. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So when it comes to productivity and organization, I have a few apps that I use on a daily basis that help me not only to manage my time through the day, but also helps me manage things like content creation, new ideas, and scripts for this YouTube channel. So as I said, I'm a very simple person and I don't feel the need to go to third-party apps for apps like Apple Notes, for example, or Freeform. Since this software comes pre-installed in the iPad, I think it's more convenient to use those apps instead of going for third-party alternatives. And yeah, I know there are options out there that maybe have more features, but for me, Apple Notes and Freeform are enough for the tasks I need. So as I said, when it comes to note-taking, Freeform and Apple Notes are my go-to apps and they help me like a lot. For example, when it comes to scripting these videos or coming out with new ideas for it, this is what I use, and here's where I would write down every single YouTube idea, every single thumbnail that comes to my mind and the scripting of these videos. And if you're like me and you like writing down your notes in handwriting style, this comes in clutch as obviously this supports the Apple Pencil. So as I said, in terms of note-taking, I don't need a lot as long as I have somewhere where I can write down ideas or a checklist where I can check the box at the end of the day of what was done and what was not. That's enough for me, and I don't see the need to go to a third-party app for that. Apple Notes and Freeform are more than enough for me, but if you're looking for alternatives, there are more than a few out there that you can check out. Now, I also don't check out YouTube Studio frequently, but when I do, I like to do it on my iPad. That's where I can see how thumbnails are doing and how the videos, the views, the hours are going. And if you're into content creation, YouTube specifically, you can use this iPad to be able to track down how your metrics and your performance of the YouTube channel is going. Now, this is something that I don't usually do, but when I do, it's so convenient using the DJI Mimo app to control the Osmo Pocket 3, which is my main camera when it comes to content creation for this YouTube channel. And if you don't like small screens, like for example your phone or stuff like that, or you just prefer to look at yourself and set up a scene in a more comfortable, easier way, the DJI Mimo app on the iPad is super convenient for that and will help you with any shot that you need to get done. Now, something that I've been getting into lately is editing my videos on my iPad instead of my PC, computer, or my laptop. For that, my go-to app would be the iPad version of the DaVinci Resolve app. And believe it or not, it gets the job done, as I can connect it to an external monitor and use a mouse or a keyboard, and it's just like the desktop version of the software. So for me, I would add the DaVinci Resolve app to my productive apps list. Of course, I understand not everyone out there uses their iPad for content creation or are even interested in that. But for me, this is super convenient as I get the job done when it comes to editing and color grading my footage. Now, as a Windows user, I know a lot of Apple fanboys are gonna hate me for this, but I don't use iCloud. My go-to cloud storage service would be Drive, and I mean it's super convenient for me because I just get stuff uploaded from my PC and get it downloaded on my iPad, so that I can work on the stuff that I need, or vice versa, which is super convenient for me as I edit on my iPad. I just upload the footage to the Drive cloud service and I download it in my Windows computer, so if I need to check something out or upload it from there, I can easily do it. Now, of course, this is considering that I don't have a Mac OS device, so I know the Apple ecosystem is more convenient than that with the Apple AirDrop and stuff like that. But for me, that right now I don't have a Mac device, it works as I need it to. Of course, I also check my email and stuff like that, so for that I have my Gmail installed, and it's as easy as opening it and checking what was received the night before every single day. I've also gotten recently into illustration, and I see a lot of YouTubers out there are creating their own wallpapers. So for that, I use Procreate, and I've been recently creating some wallpapers that you might be seeing in the future if everything goes well with this YouTube channel. Now, of course, it is important to mention that Procreate is not a free software. You have to pay around $20 if I'm not mistaken. And it is a one-time payment that allows you to get this app forever. Like everyone else, I also use my iPad for entertainment. And when it comes to that, there's 3 apps that I use on a daily basis for streaming specifically. As when it comes to gaming on my iPad, that's something that I don't like a lot. Of course, one of the apps I use every single day is YouTube. I love to discover new content creators that I didn't know about, and I also like to be inspired by them for me to create this kind of content. So YouTube is my #1 video streaming app. And in second place, it comes HBO Max. Now, I've been using HBO Max a lot lately, and it is mainly because it has, for example, Cartoon Network shows that make me feel nostalgic about the past and reminds me a lot about the times when I was a child. In terms of music streaming, my go-to app would be YouTube Music. I know Spotify is a good streaming service for music, but when it comes to music, I chose YouTube Music because there's a lot of unreleased music that is not on the Spotify catalog. And apart from that, if you pay for YouTube Premium, you also get no ads on the YouTube platform, and you also get the YouTube Music service. So it's a win-win for me. So those are the apps I currently use on my iPad in terms of productivity and entertainment. All the other apps that you see in the home screen and stuff like that are apps that were either already pre-installed or apps that I don't use anymore, so I don't think it's worth mentioning them. But yeah, when it comes to productivity and entertainment, I think this is a great device. Do you need it for you to be productive? Absolutely not. Whatever you need to do, you can do it on a piece of paper with a pen and stuff like that. Well, of course, you cannot stream videos and stuff like that with a piece of paper, but you get what I'm saying. But yeah, if you're thinking about getting a new tablet, I think the iPad Air M2 is a great option. It will help you a lot if you get to know how every app works and what it was made for. So if you're thinking about getting one of them, I don't think you will regret the decision. But if you're not sure if you need it, just try writing down on a piece of paper whatever you would write down on an iPad. So that would be it for me. Again, thank you very much for the 1,000 views on my channel. That means a lot to me. And as always, see you next time I hit record.